What's up, Fruitful Investors? In this video, I'll be talking about the 5 major signs to know if you're gonna be a real estate investing millionaire. Now, if you don't know anything about me, this is the first time you're on my channel. I became a multi-millionaire by the age of 30 through real estate investing. I also coach and help other high achievers in this industry, so I know a thing or two about high-level people and how to become a millionaire through real estate investing. But before I get into the 5 major signs, just know that the first 3 aren't even about real estate investing themselves. It's all about mindset. So this is universal across any industry, whether you're doing a photographer, Amazon FBA, internet marketing, whatever. If you're an entrepreneur of any kind, you're gonna need these first 3 major signs about your mindset in order to become a millionaire, and then we'll get into the real estate portion at the end, okay? So number 1, are you satisfied in life? Now, from all the high achievers that I hang out with and that I help, I've seen a common theme, and that is it's very hard for us to be satisfied because we want to keep pushing the envelope. We want to keep doing better, pushing our goals to the limit and achieving better and better things. This is normal, okay? If you're just satisfied with your normal everyday job, making 20 bucks an hour, 25 bucks an hour, 30 bucks an hour, life is good, I don't need that much money, etc. I don't know, you could definitely still become a millionaire. I haven't really seen it in my life in real form. Everybody that I know who's killing it in real estate or killing it in business, okay, they're not fully satisfied. Now this can become a problem, okay? And I'm struggling with this as well, because when is enough enough? We always want more, it's terrible, you're always depressed kind of. So take note of that, learn to deal with that properly, meditation, relaxing, okay, being grateful for your life, having a good life. We want to pay attention to those. But at the same time, it's normal for high achievers to really never be satisfied. That's cool, it's normal. That's what's gonna push you to achieve more goals, push you out of your comfort zone, achieve more things, help more people for the greater good, etc. If you're just making money for the wrong reasons, bad reasons, making more money just for yourself, hoarding it, not helping people, you're trying to screw people to make more money, okay, that's the bad side of it. But realize the more money you can make, the more people you can help if you use it properly. So don't think that rich people are bad. We have this really terrible stereotype here in North America and pretty much all across the world that rich people are bad. People who have money must have gotten it from screwing people, from being dirty, from doing white collar crime, whatever. It is the absolute horseshit. The best people that I know, honestly, the best people that I know in real life are pretty wealthy. Those are the nicest people. They want to help you, help anybody, no questions asked. They want to elevate people. The people that I know who are assholes, who are mean, who are rude, are usually broke. Not all the time, but the worst people that in my life are usually broke people. The people that I meet every month at meetings, at real estate conferences, they're so energetic. They want to help you out. They want to elevate you. Super wealthy. Thinking about that for a second, okay? It's just the brainwashing that rich people are bad. It's terrible, okay? But going back to the number 1, are you satisfied in life, okay? It's normal to really never be fully satisfied with your goals. You wanna be satisfied with your family life, with your health, work on those things. It's probably gonna be an issue if you think like me and the others I'm talking about. You gotta work on that. But it's normal to never be satisfied, okay? So be cool with that. Number 2, take responsibility for your life. Full responsibility. If you can do this, you have a great chance of becoming a multimillionaire or becoming a millionaire in real estate, okay? So don't blame your boss, don't blame the president, don't blame politicians. It all doesn't mean shit. Don't blame your teachers, don't blame your parents, don't blame your friends. You. It's all on you. Blame yourself. If your life isn't going the way it's going, it's nobody else's fault but your own. Period. If you can understand this and take it in and realize it's the truth, that you're responsible for your entire life, you're gonna have a good chance of being a millionaire. Yes, the way you're brought up, some people have a harder childhood than others. I would say I had a fairly hard childhood, but considering across the world, it was probably like one of the best childhoods ever. But in terms of North America, I grew up in a fairly poor family. I didn't really get much. I had enough, I got what I needed, but in terms of money and education and going on trips, never, non-existent. But I turned it around. I took responsibility. Okay, I wasn't taught about financial education as a kid. I taught myself. Nobody talked about real estate in my family. I knew that it was a good thing to invest in. I got into carpentry. I could see. I kind of lucked out by getting into carpentry, I guess. I take full responsibility for my losses and my winnings. I did everything in my life. I built this house, not literally, but I was able to buy this house. I renovated fully. I think we live in a really nice house. We travel all across the world all the time, 3 to 4 times a year. I made that happen. I take responsibility. Also, when I screw up or life isn't going the way it's going, I'm not buying as many deals as I want, etc., I take responsibility for that as well. You need to take responsibility for everything in your life. Number 3, the third major sign you'll need, the last one about your mindset is, do you know what your ideal life is? Do you know what your goals are? If you don't know where you're going, it's impossible for you to get there. We need to reverse engineer our goals. I talked about this a lot on my channel and in other goal videos. You need to break down your goals. So for example, I want $20,000 a month from my real estate investing passively. Once I get that, once I achieve that, for now, I'm retiring, I'm out. I'm gonna do something else. I'll probably do life coaching full on at that point. I'll do something. But in terms of like working every day and grinding, that's when the grind for me stops. $20,000 a month passively from my real estate investing. I know exactly where I'm gonna live. I know how I'm gonna live. I know the exact house I'm gonna want, the exact kind of house, where it's gonna be located, etc. I know exactly where I'm going and what I want. So you have to be super clear, and like I said, reverse engineer. So how many properties am I gonna need in order to achieve that $20,000 a month? If you watch my other videos, it's about 10 to 12 properties that I'll need paid off completely. Okay, right now we're up to 23 rental properties. We're also doing a bunch of flips all the time. I'm gonna sell a bunch off, pay off all of my best ones, and hopefully I'll have 10 to 12 properties completely paid off by the age of 35, 36. Right now I'm 30 years old. So in the next 5 or 6 years, I wanna retire. I wanna live in Costa Rica. I wanna travel around all the time, 1 month at a time, 2 months at a time, but I want home base to be Costa Rica or somewhere around that local area. Again, I know the kind of house that I want, etc. Very, very specific. I know exactly what I want. I know exactly how much real estate I need to make it happen. I know where I gotta buy that real estate for now to make that goal later happen, etc. I know exactly what my ideal life is. Very, very clear. If you're not clear, you don't know where you're going. Again, going back to the people I hang out with, that I coach, that I work with, all the high achievers, all the millionaires that I know are super clear on exactly what they want, how they're gonna get it, etc. The people, the regular Joes that I know, that probably all around you, they don't know where they're going, okay? Friday's coming up in 3 days, cool. That's all they care about. Saturday and Sunday and Easter weekend and Christmas holidays, the 2 weeks they get off in the summertime, that's all they're thinking about. They're not thinking 1 year, at least 1 year out, 2 years out. They're not thinking 5 years out, definitely not thinking 10 years out. They're just thinking about now. Survival. How can I survive this now? Okay, let's get into the real estate portion of the 5 major signs. Number 4, are you specializing in a specific area and in a specific type of real estate? Again, you're seeing the common theme here is super clear and being an expert, knowing exactly what you want, how you're gonna get it. That's how you're gonna become a millionaire in real estate specifically. You need to specialize and become an expert so that you don't make mistakes, you don't buy properties you shouldn't have bought, you're buying in one area. So for example, for me, I'm buying in Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. It's a decently sized city, about 500,000 population, 1 hour south of Toronto. In case you're not from Canada, have no idea what I'm talking about, an hour south of Toronto. Toronto's a pretty major city in Canada, I'm sure you've heard of it. So that's where I'm buying, and that's all I buy. I don't buy anywhere else outside of Kitchener-Waterloo. I get tempted all the time. People bring me deals in Hamilton, Barrie, right? All these towns outside of Kitchener-Waterloo, about an hour, 2 hours away. Matt, you should buy this deal. It's a great deal. It looks like a great deal, but it's not for me. How come? You're crazy to pass this up. I only buy properties in my local area because I know it. I know the streets. I already know it's a good area. I did the homework on the economic fundamentals. There's job growth, there's GDP growth, population growth. People are moving in. It's a growing city. It's gonna be growing for years and years to come. It's a super hotbed area for industries. It's solid. I'm not buying anywhere else. I know the streets, I know the properties. The city's totally big enough for me to just stay here my whole life and just keep buying and specializing and building. The city's more than big enough for me to do that. So why would I go anywhere else and try and learn a new city? Then I gotta build another team. I gotta find realtors in that city. I gotta find a property manager in that city, a property manager in that city, across the country. Oh my God. All I wanna do is travel, sit on a hammock in Costa Rica and relax and let my real estate pay for my life? Why do I want to complicate it trying to get there faster? Yeah, I might get to that lifestyle 3-4 years faster if I just bought everywhere all over the country in these crazy deal markets. Maybe. I don't want to piss around with my life. I want to get there for sure. And I know if I buy in this great area and I know the streets, I specialize, I build a brand, that I'm the expert in Kitchener-Waterloo, people want to partner with me all the time because I'm the expert. I'm not going to screw you. I'm going to make money together. Boring money. It's guaranteed almost if you partner with me in Kitchener-Waterloo. That's the message I'm giving off so that when I do retire, it's all good, man. I got the team set up. I know the streets. It's good. Boring. Are you being an expert and are you specializing? A very, very important sign that you're going to become very successful in real estate. Last but not least, number 5, are you a control freak? Okay, so this one is kind of a negative. So if you find yourself to be a control freak, which I kind of am, so this is something I'm working on, it's really going to limit you to be successful in real estate. You need to give up control, hire people, right? At this time making this video, I recently hired a social media guy, so Ali, he's probably gonna be editing this video, right? So I'm passing off all of my videos to him. He's working on my social media, which gives me more time to build my brand, to buy real estate, to help my partners to buy real estate and be the face, go meet people, go speak at speaking engagements, meet more people, etc. It's allowing me way more time to give up my baby, YouTube, that was so controlling. It's mine. I know how to do it better than anybody. I already know how to do it. I know the systems. You got to give things up. You got to hire people. Same with property managers. Once, year 3 or 4 of my career, I said, I can't do this anymore. I can't be managing all these properties, making videos, growing my business, showing properties to my clients. It's too much. I hired a property manager. I gave up control. Now it's all on autopilot. The property manager's awesome. Gives me way more time. They deal with all the shit. They deal with all the phone calls, which hardly ever happen because I'm buying quality single family real estate. But still, they're taking the rents, they're depositing into my account. It's all boring. I wake up, the money's there. Cool. That saved me 20 minutes of depositing checks on the 1st of the month or whatever. It's giving me more time to build my business. So give up control. Don't be a control freak. A lot of people who are control freaks and want to manage their properties, do everything in their business, be the accountant, be the carpenter. Oh man, don't do any of the work on your properties at a certain point. They're doing all this stuff and they're limiting their growth. They're suppressing their growth when they could be buying more, scaling, helping more people. That is the name of the game. Help more people and you will help yourself achieve your goals. So those are the 5 major signs you need to look out for if you want to become a successful and millionaire real estate investor. If you like this video, if you learned anything, please click like right below. It goes a long way to helping these videos get more views so I can help more people like you invest in real estate and make money and live a life of freedom. I'll see you in the next video.